And welcome everybody. I need to apologise first of all for the layout. It should be a lot more intimate. It is a special, intimate moment tonight with the new scholars, so it's not ideal, but if you can't hear me, please let me know. So thank you, Vice-Chancellor. I also acknowledge with respect the traditional owners of the land on which the university works and learns, and I thank the many Indigenous elders who have and continue to help us on our journey of reconciliation. I also acknowledge Duncan's kind words of welcome to me as Chancellor, and I'm honoured and excited to be the 23rd Chancellor of the University of Melbourne, and I intend to apply my energies in every way I can in the service of this university. But really tonight is about the Hansen Scholars themselves, and about the program and the great work that our staff and our students are doing. So I will confine my remarks tonight mostly to those subjects. At the same time, I am aware that this is my first occasion speaking publicly as Chancellor, and there is perhaps a certain symmetry in that. I am beginning a new and very demanding chapter in my life, overseeing the governance of what is by any measure a world-class and outstanding educational institution. It also happens to be a university for which I hold a deep affection. And that has come about as a result of studying for an undergraduate's art degree after retiring from a long career in international finance. This chance to fulfill and inform my passion for the humanities has enriched my life and nurtured my lifelong love of learning. I only graduated in 2019, so I do have a lot in common with a lot of the students here, other than age. It also cemented my commitment to work hard to make this university the best it can be in the delivery of an outstanding education for our future generations. And so I now begin my term as Chancellor, a new beginning in what is a slightly awe-inspiring prospect. But also, as we gather here tonight in the new Union Theatre, and I think this is much more important, we also mark a significant new beginning in the lives of 23 talented young people, whom it is my great pleasure to welcome to the University of Melbourne. In welcoming the Hansen Scholars, we see a group of fine young people who have overcome many personal hurdles and challenges to be here tonight. I also welcome their parents, their caregivers, and other supporters who have played a role in their success. These young people, drawn from all around Australia and beyond, have already achieved major milestones in their young lives. They've been selected for this flagship program at the University of Melbourne after demonstrating that they have possessed the necessary intellect, resilience, and commitment to their education, along with motivation to seek out opportunities beyond their current circumstances. Importantly, they have also shown a commitment to public service and community with an extensive range of extracurricular activities. In short, they are an extraordinary group of young people who follow in the footsteps of equally worthy students who we have recruited over the previous 3 years of this program. Each of you has not only been through a rigorous multi-stage selection process run by the university, but you've also had to qualify with your own studies to reach the very demanding ATARs and other assessments required by this top-ranking university. Well done on achieving all of this, and I would thank the university for running such a detailed and professional process, given that all of the people involved have undertaken these roles in addition to their normal workload. It's a very extensive selection process, about 4 stages, the last being a pretty grueling weekend where we have about 30 interviews each day after doing pre-selection scoring. So at the end of the Sunday night, we then all sit around and work out, and there are 5 on the panel, 4 academics and myself. And even that is a very reaffirming experience, and I get to see how the academics really, that really reaffirms everything they believe about the core academic mission and the reason why they work at this university. So there are all sorts of added side benefits, as has everybody else involved with this program. So this unique scholarship program has been designed to offer you an extraordinary array of opportunities offered by university life, along with a broad network of academic support and pastoral care, so that you may all thrive during your time with us. On that note, now that you are here and you finish with your fun in O Week, I think it might be next week, very soon, I would hope that each of you will continue to expand your horizons, learn to think broadly and differently about the world, and graduate as a thoughtful and productive citizen. I would also encourage you to make the most of the huge array of breadth subjects offered through the Melbourne curriculum, and to choose subjects that go beyond your core academic mission. And make connections in class, with your fellow students and teachers, all of whom are very keen to talk to you, through shared on-campus activities, and most of all, in your hall of residence. You are very fortunate to begin with a pre-existing cohort of Hansen scholars from 2 previous years, and they are only too willing to help. And of course, you are one of 23. So you're all starting together with the same trepidations and uncertainties. So you must all get to know each other and spend time together. In time, I'm sure you will develop a strong sense of belonging among this cohort. You must work to make Little Hall your home, the place that you want to come when you've been on campus. You want to choose to come home every night, make shared meals, shop together, study together, and just spend time with this cohort. It will be very important for your time at the university. It is a large and occasionally bewildering campus with over 50,000 students, hopefully all back in early March. And you're also in the middle of a very large city, which many of you will not have experienced before. So I cannot urge you enough to make sure you make yourselves feel at home at Little Hall. There is still another new beginning, a third one, that I want to mention tonight that reaffirms both your decision to become a Hansen Scholar and the fabulous potential that awaits you. This is the success story around our first cohort of graduates from the inaugural intake in 2020. They have now completed 3 years of their undergraduate degree, and the exciting destinations and projects that they are exploring, frankly, shows just how right the university have been in the design and implementation of this particular scholarship, from the students we have chosen to delivering everything that we promise. At this point, I must thank the devoted staff of the Scholars Program. You've already heard about Heather Benbow tonight, who was beginning with us for the first 3 years, and now succeeded by Dr. Gail Allen, who I'm sure will follow well in her footsteps. And Little Hall, under the director Peter Tregear and his staff, together they deliver on the vision that informs the program and also go well beyond their job descriptions. Work very long hours, they're there for the students, I hear the stories constantly. It's really very good to know that these sometimes fragile students are left in the care of these very good people. So back to the graduating cohort, I'm truly pleased that 16 of the original 20 scholars who joined us in 2020 have completed their undergraduate degree with outstanding academic results. I can't tell you how really extraordinary this is, given the backgrounds that some of them have come from. At the same time, they contributed to the success of the rollout of the program through mentoring, through running our events, and just being present around the hall for advice and friendship. And all of this through 3 years of COVID, an exceptional achievement under extremely difficult circumstances for any student. And bear in mind that the first cohort, the promise we make is that you will come to a university, to a campus, to a beautiful building, and have this sense of belonging that I've referred to. Well, we couldn't deliver on that for nearly 2 years. And when we could, or when the students, some of them had no option but to come to the university, so there may have been 10 or 15 students in a building that was meant to house 600. So whether they were back in difficult circumstances at home or feeling very isolated on campus, it was really tough 3 years for them all. And as we all know, I know you all know people that have suffered through the same times, but these students really did amazing results, really did achieve amazing results. So their ability just to complete their degree has been remarkable. So let me just tell you where they're going. So they have exploring now their own new beginnings with some exciting destinations. 6 intend to complete their honours year. And for anybody involved in an institution of this calibre, that is no easy feat to get into an honours course. I didn't make it. And 3 more will continue studying their bachelor programs. 2 go on to postgrad med school, and 1 has been offered a place in the University of Melbourne JD or the postgrad law program. Again, extraordinarily hard to get into. 1 is heading to Canberra to take up a place in the prestigious DPhAT grad program. Another has been admitted to a Master's in Naturopathic Medicine. Another has been admitted to the Grad Diploma of Psychology at Melbourne, and 1 intends to work full-time while seeking further academic achievement. So not only is it fantastic that these scholars have done so well during tough times, it also reaffirms the transformative nature of education in changing lives. In the immediate, as evidenced by these postgrad pathways, and in the longer term, in the confidence to identify and pursue other opportunities that they may not even be aware of now. After the new beginnings that you make here in your undergraduate life, new doors will open. And with the encouragement of your friends, educators, mentors, and parents, and families too, you'll be ready to have the self-belief to explore these new and often unknown destinations in the years to come. So 3 new beginnings, 3 new exciting chapters in young lives. Well, 2 out of the 3 anyway. Again, huge congratulations from the university and also on behalf of the Little family.